Hello there Assassins, welcome back to another Wheelassassin guide. I am back outside of my Hawkins Square, inside of my Hawkins Square, for the final episode in this very long series. Now of course, over the course of, oh gosh, maybe like a year, I'm just going to say a year to summarise, we have been building this Hawkins Square from of course Stranger Things, and we've built the 4 streets that kind of line the outskirts of our public library here. The library is of course now 100% furnished. It looks pretty awesome, I must say so myself. And we of course have the Hawkins Cinema over here as well, another landmark out of the main 3 in this square, and of course the other one being the Vold's General Store. So yeah, there we go. But there is one scene that we haven't quite finished building, and it was this scene over here. So of course we see Nancy in one of the episodes going to confront Steve and his friends after they've graffitied some slurs about her on front of the cinema sign. That is of course that sign just there. So she goes along the street here, she goes down the back alley, she sees them all kind of having a joke and laugh, and she goes to confront them. Now we see a camera angle from this perspective, and we see the buildings behind her. Now I hadn't actually built those buildings, so I definitely wanted to get those completed and actually finish our square 100% before moving on. So yeah, what is to come today? Well, we have ourselves this Rental Solutions building, which is the main one we see in the series. It is also called Rental Solutions in reality, which is very helpful. We have this building to the right of the alleyway. This is actually a flooring company, which is quite interesting. This one is called Affordable Floors by Chip, so a big shout out to Chip and the business there. We also have this bar and grill just over here. This is the Strictly Business Sports bar and grill, very cool, and it looks pretty cool in Minecraft as well. I think that came out quite well. And then we have a very unique building, this one on the corner here. This one is actually the, one second, drum roll please, it is the Bucks County Water and Sewer Authority. So again, quite an interesting building. We of course have all these different details to get done, another fire hydrant, a bench, bins, loads of telegraph pole cables and stuff like that, a crosswalk. We've actually done a little bit more detail over here as well, so definitely a lot to complete in today's video. But it's going to be awesome once again, and it's lovely to be back doing another Stranger Things build, especially here in the square. So without further ado, that's enough talking for one day. Let's actually do some building, hey? Let's go for it. Okay, so there we go. We can see the scale of what we've got to work for here. It is just this corner over here. It is alongside this road, and it is that little gap in the corner down here. Now we're actually going to make a start over here, as it is the smallest section in today's video. We'll take some black concrete. We'll take some light grey concrete powder, my bad, an andesite slab, some mud, grey concrete powder, a good old grass block, some grass, sandstone wall, and finally some stone as well. Now then, we are going to build the outer sort of layer of this building and then sort of move back in sort of depth, I guess you could say. So what we're going to do is we're going to start up on the left side where we have this lovely brick wall here made for us especially for this section, which is helpful. We're going to take ourselves some grey concrete powder firstly for 2, and then go to the right and build 2. So 1 is connected just in the middle. We'll take a mud block here and then sort of cover 3 blocks around the grey concrete powder there. We'll take ourselves light grey just here for 1, and then andesite slab forward from that one just here. We'll take our light grey concrete powder again to the right of this slab for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then we'll take ourselves an andesite slab again. We'll go 2 up firstly. We'll come back down to this one and go along, counting this one as number 1, to the right for 8 in total. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 just there. I almost counted and as 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Always good to double check your work. Now if we take ourselves a grass block again, we can go up from this one by a good old 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 just here. And we'll do that for 4 times. 4 like so. We'll take ourselves a 4 block cluster of mud. And then we'll surround this with grey concrete powder. That's the light grey. And for 4 in that gap up there. We'll take ourselves some more andesite in block formation this time for 3. And then we'll actually do ourselves a stone block just up from the middle light grey concrete powder here. That's going to be for our doorway, of course. Over here on this grass, you can actually just scatter some grass around like that, just to Just give it a little bit more texture, really, like that. Try not to make it look too man-made if you can. Yeah, that looks fine. Then over this way, we'll do ourselves some concrete powder just to fill this space. So literally from this side and then filling across. Nothing fancy at all going on there, which is actually quite helpful for us. So there we go. Final thing we can do with our stone is we'll take ourselves 2 blocks away from this wall. Excuse me. 1, 2, and then where we have this cutout, that's very, very helpful. We'll take 1, 2. So I'm just up to the same new ground level, which is 1 block above, obviously, the cutout area we made. And then I want to do 4 of these. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to the right, like so. And there we go. That's the materials we've used here. We'll take ourselves some sandstone wall. We'll go here, and we'll build 7 blocks up. And then we've used everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Just there. So that is going to be just before this quartz block here. Wonderful work, guys. Right, let's get ourselves some more materials. Okay then, guys, for the next step, we are taking ourselves some black concrete. We want some light grey terracotta, smooth quartz blocks, some glass panes, smooth quartz stairs, an endstone brick stair, a stripped spruce wood, smooth sandstone stairs, and finally some smooth sandstone slabs as well. We are going to go over this way, behind our sandstone wall. We'll take our light grey terracotta, and that makes up the main colour of this building. We'll build this up to the quartz just there, and then take ourselves an upside down smooth sandstone stair on top of our drain pipe here, made with our sandstone wall, of course. 1 more block of light grey terracotta on top. Then we'll take ourselves 2 of our sandstone slabs just this way. We'll take our light grey terracotta here for a cluster of 4. And then do 2 more slabs up top. Another cluster of 4 blocks up here. So 1 block is always connected to the previous, and another block is connected to the slabs. Slabs on top of that one. So we have 3 layers of these going up now. And then we'll do another cluster of 4 up here. And this is actually going to be our final kind of cluster of 4 before we go along back down to the other side. Now what I'm actually going to do to get to the other side is I'm going to go down here behind my grass block, place 1 block, and then I'm going to count 11 past this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. I want to do this for 3 lots to the left. That's 2. And a third one is just here, of course. Then I'll take my slabs on top of these 3 as well. And then do clusters of 4 to reach my other side like so. And then we can do slabs up top. And that is the roof structure. Awesome. Very nice work. Now if you find the middle block of this, it's a 7 block row, so you should be able to just go straight to the middle. We're going to jump down here, and we're going to place ourselves a an endstone brick stair just out like so. What we'll do is take ourselves 2 glass panes just back and beneath, and then do an upside down endstone brick stair underneath the glass pane like so. Now to the right of this stair, we can take ourselves stripped spruce wood, and we go along for 5. 1, 2, 3, cut into the wall, 4, 5, that's perfect, and down for 3. In total, that is, by the way. So like that. Is it 3, or are we going to go down a bit further than that? No, I think 3 is good. Good number for now. Sounds good. Alright. Then we can make the actual signage for this building. Now we're going to take ourselves a slab here. So that's just in front and to the right of that endstone brick stair. Upside down stair here of sandstone. Slab here. Another slab here. And another slab on the end. Then I'm going to take myself a slab here beneath that stair. A stair normally just in the middle. And a slab up here. A slab down here. An upside down stair here. Slab down here. And an upside down stair the other way around just here. And we'll do a slab in the between of that slab and that stair. Just out on the left side. So it's like that. It kind of looks like a very big pretzel or something. Just on the wall there. Or a very strange looking smiley face. Cool. Let's take light grey terracotta to close up this gap. And then we can do some on the other side as well. So we'll do it from the stairs and just go right the way along. We may have to cut into this wall in a minute to actually sort out the American flag, but we'll do that afterwards. We'll just leave it alone for now. Down this way, to build our door, of course we have the stone bricks laid out for the doorway. We want to take our smooth quartz block and find out where the door will be. It's going to be 3 blocks down on our drain pipe, starting on the wall. 1, 2, and on the third one, we will go behind that one, with our quartz here, across the doorway for this 4, and then 1 extra block on this side, like we did on the left side. Now we'll take our light grey in here for now, up top, down here as well. Awesome. We'll take our black concrete just to close up behind our doorway, or our garage door, just like so, so it looks pretty cool. Over this way we'll take another light grey terracotta up past the quartz to the top there, and we start to do our 3 windows at the bottom here. We want to take ourselves firstly a light grey terracotta here, then we'll do another full wall going up to the top middle stair, just like so. Down here we'll do ourselves another one, the other side of the doorway, up to the sign, and then we'll jump back down for 1 block here, and a second one here. Over on this one we'll bring this down to the same layer, there and there, and this one down for another 2. So we have 3 of these holes here, and they're worth 3 blocks in height. Do another terracotta underneath that window there, and now what we'll do for these is we'll take an upside down end stone brick stair here, and the other side of course here, and then we'll do 3 of our stairs over these 3 cutouts like so. Next we want to take ourselves smooth quartz stairs upside down in each of these spaces as well. Middle one is of course the doorway, but the outer 2 are going to be glass paned up for our windows. Amazing work, that looks awesome. Okay, I think we're about ready to get some final materials to complete this building. Okay then guys, so instead of grabbing an entire hotbar of new materials, I've only grabbed these 5 materials here, just to complete this one building before moving on to the next. So we'll take ourselves some polished andesite, some blue concrete, some red concrete, and some white concrete of course, and then we'll take an iron door as well. We'll take our iron door in here, I'm going to go backwards and place it, just in there like so. And then I want to take myself my polished andesite for 3 blocks here next to my drain pipe, like so. Then we'll do another row inside the wall, so we'll do blue concrete up here, white concrete down beneath, and red concrete at the beneath of that, so like so. And then we'll actually start to make this flag come out from the wall, making it look like it's got a lot more perspective. We'll do 2 blocks here, and then 2 blocks up from that with the red. We'll copy that with the white above, and then we'll take 1 more blue here, another red here, and 2 more red up here like so. Awesome. That is that building, nice and completed. Okay then Assassins, the next thing we can do is actually remaster this part of the building over here. This is actually the building called the Royal Furniture & Co. And it is obviously around this side over here. We're going to take ourselves some waxed exposed cut copper, some polished granite, a doorite wall, a block of iron, a stone button, an iron trap door, some iron bars, a lever, and a cauldron. What we're going to do firstly is come down next to where we have this tree, inverted commas. We're going to come down here, we're going to count 1, 2 with our waxed exposed cut copper, and then we want 3 extra after it, but this is actually going to be cutting into like a new section. So I'm going to extend this road just by like 1 block over here like so. That's absolutely perfect. Alright, so we have ourselves now 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to take myself my grass block for that, because we don't need our waxed cut copper, because we've already placed it all, which is helpful. So we're actually going to go for 3 grass here instead, and then we'll actually build this one as grass 2, and then we'll take our wax back and just add in those 2 there, just so it looks like the path continues. Cool, that's that. I'm going to take myself my brick block and build this wall up, just to here. I'm going to remove all these slabs up top, like so. I'm also going to remove these cobwebs from this section here, as we're going to replace them all with chain a little bit later. But for now we can remove them and keep them for later on. Alright then. Actually, I'll remove this entire telegraph pole, because I think we do change its material as well. So we'll get that done when we come to it a bit later. Alright, so what we can actually build is we're going to go down to the corner. We'll add in just a cauldron in the corner. That's pretty cool. We'll go ourselves 2 blocks away, and on the third one, we'll take ourselves 2 iron bars, just here. We'll do ourselves a block of iron here, with a button on, an iron trapdoor on top, and a lever on the left side. We'll then take iron bars up the right side for 4, before doing an iron trapdoor on top, just like so. That's like a little transformer just around there on the side of the building. Down here is going to be another tree, so I'm going to actually build this on this final grass block here. I'm going to build this up for about 4 as well, 2, 3, 4, and then just come out for 2 on this left side, sorry, on this front side. Then I'll do 1 maybe like around here, maybe on the lowest point, 1 maybe up here, and then maybe 1 at the top, just there like so. Maybe 2 actually, just like that. So it's another kind of abstracty looking tree just here. Or you can actually use, you know, tree-like materials. That would actually be really cool as well. And it would also fit the, you know, the theme we're going for. So there we go, that's that. We didn't actually need to use any of our polished granite, which is perfect. So that is that done. What we can do next though, is we can scrap our materials here. We can take ourselves maybe some andesite slab, like this one, and some stone slab. Texture up this part of our roadway, just because this looks a bit bland, doesn't it? Do that there. Do another load of it on the other side, just like so, because it looked a bit bleak as well. And yeah, that side's already done. There we go. And then we can take back our road materials just by pick blocking all these, and then finishing up our road by just duplicating what we've already done, which is very helpful. Just keep an eye on your parking spaces. These ones are new parking spaces, so they haven't exceeded the 7 block range we're going for each space. So you can actually continue them going backwards as well, which is fine for now. Over here we'll also do the same thing. Obviously we have a bit more road on this side, and we don't need all of this space here. So what I'm going to do is just close this up as if there's nothing to see there, and nothing here. Both sides of my road do connect to the same point, so they're going to stop at the same point as well. And then all I've done is added in another parking space up here outside of this flooring company. It is going to be in the middle of this one, so lining up the door frame, 4 blocks out, and then up to the end of the road just there. There'll also be another space on this other side, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 just here, and then going to there like so. Perfect. Alright guys, that is awesome. We may need to shift this along in a bit. We'll see how it goes. Cool. Alright then guys, so moving on from roads, we are going to the pathways or the sidewalks around this square. We're going to take ourselves some dark oak trapdoors. We're going to need some waxed exposed cut copper again. We're also going to need some nether brick fences, some azalea leaves, some azalea, jungle fences, iron bars, light grey carpet, and finally a smooth quartz slab as well. I'm so sorry for the repeat in material. It's going to be a little bit like that for the beginning of this tutorial, just as we have many different parts, but in different sections. We're going to take ourselves the trapdoors firstly, up in replacement of our slabs up here, just for this building over here. I quite like it. I think it adds a bit more sort of texture, I guess, to this building, and also a little bit more sort of just colour coordination, which is nice up there. We're going to come to this other side of the road, just over here from our fake trees, and we're going to take ourselves the... Oh, firstly, a telegraph pole. There's going to be a telegraph pole on this side of the road. Let's replace that nether brick one we had earlier. We'll go in between this transformer and these iron bars. We'll go 1, 2, and 3 blocks away from the wall on the third one. Build 15 of these jungle fences from the ground. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 15 is what we need. We're going to take an iron bar here and an iron bar back towards the building and place ourselves light grey carpet on both of these like so. That is our telegraph pole, and that will be facing cables along that way adjacent to the building. Awesome. Alright, the other side of the road, over here, starting down by our sidewalk and our sort of curb, I guess you could say. We're going to cut into this space for 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. And we'll cut right down to the intersection over here. We'll only do these blocks at the moment, as these are the only ones we need currently. There we go. And then we'll take ourselves our waxed exposed cut copper. Down this way. I'm just going to do a reasonable amount for now, so just covering that first little bit of the parking space and onto the next one. Now I'm going to take my nether brick fence, and don't worry, this will be connected to a building once we have the building in here. For now though, we're going to go with 2 of our fences here, and then this one is number 1, counting to the left for 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, just in here like so. Now moving along from this pathway, we'll go down to, well, adding in some more of our wax exposed cut copper. All the way down here, onto our first parking space. And what we're after is actually going to be this one, which we stopped at, which is kind of convenient. So we want this one here, so this is the second line in on our parking space. And we'll go up to the pathway, we'll knock out this block and replace it with our grass block again. Then we'll leave this one for a jungle fence. This is going to be our next telegraph pole. This one goes up to 14 blocks, and that is only because I made a mistake in my original and didn't count this one when I was building that one. So I roughly did it from my head and I went with 14, which is actually supposed to be 15, but never mind. We keep it 14 now. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, just like so. It's okay because it does carry different cables than that one over there, so it's all good. Alright, on the very top of this one, of course, we do ourselves the iron bars, like that, and then our light grey carpet on top, like so. Cool. Now back down to the bottom, where we have ourselves a bit of a flower bed. I'm going to take an azalea leaf here, azalea next to it, leave a space for a tree, do another azalea here, leave a space for a fire hydrant, and do another azalea leaf here. There's going to be nether brick fences, but they're going to be suspended on top of a nether brick wall. So we'll do one floating just there above our leaf, but over here. Cool. Let's take our pathway, just going past this grassy area, like so. Once we come down to the intersection, we'll flip around this way. We'll knock out 1, 2, 3 blocks this way. I'm going to go 4 blocks actually, so we have 3 blocks of pathway behind our curb here, like that. Then I'm going to take myself here, so I've got my lamppost will be here. I want 1, 2, and I want a third one just here of my cut copper. I'm going to take a nether brick fence on this one. I'm going to take a quartz slab for 2 back this way, and 2 to the left of this fence post, and then do 3 whole blocks after those slabs, and then that allows me to place a nether brick fence up there on the corner. If we remove these ones like that, you can see the edge of the building there. Now what I'm going to do is go to the other side of my street and pick block myself some of this polished granite, and that will allow me to place it in here. I'm going to take 3 blocks here after the zebra crossing. We'll take a block here, and then 3 blocks here, and 1 block here. And then I'll fill in the spaces, besides the one under the lamppost, with my waxed exposed cut copper. Just like so. Awesome work. Now then, I also believe there's a few more fences here. I'm going to take a second one, just here like so. So yeah, for this one, it's actually just going to be 3 blocks in height. So 3 fences in height, and then 1 off to the left in the middle, like so. And then finally, we'll take our waxed exposed cut copper, and we'll go down here, and we'll count next to this granite block, and we're going to go 30 to its left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Almost made it without a single breath. Whew, that was a challenge. Don't recommend. Right, let's go back along that way for another 2 lots after that. So we can, of course, make our pathway 3 blocks. Oops, that's just here. Let me go ahead and just sort that out. There we go. Awesome. And then we'll fill in this down here. I think we can actually make our curb match it as well. So we can actually add in that one that one slab that we need extra. Oh no, we don't. It's just a plain old grass block there. Well, that's pretty cool. So we have ourselves the 3 blocks in there, which is good, good, good. It doesn't look like 3 blocks on my photo, but I definitely think it is. Yeah, it is. Interesting. And then down this way, there's actually going to be like a little drive, kind of a little place to park cars and things. So it is going to be private property, but we can build 1, 2, 3 blocks for this road, or this little track down here. That obviously comes off of our main road, so we'll just add in those blocks kind of cut out there. And then we go past this for 2 extra waxed exposed cut coppers just here, next to our andesite. And then up to the same position as the other side of our pathway. And then we'll go from this one back along until we reach the end of our road. So up here. And then we'll fill in behind that one. All the way down here. And again for these 2 extra blocks. I believe we actually do more than the 2 extra blocks as well. We actually do the full way to the road. There's no curb on this side. And that's a bit strange, but yeah, we're actually going to build all these in as well. And then go right up to our andesite. Just up this way. I love the noise that the copper makes. It sounds so cool. It's very satisfying to place. Yeah, there we go. And then those ones, awesome. So we have that in there like so. Let me sort this out because OCDs, there we go. Brilliant. All right, cool. And all we need to do is, I think we just need to move up one of our parking spaces by like 1 block just to really reach the end there, because it's sort of just there, but not quite. So let me have a look at this. We have our 3 here, that's perfect. We have 2 blocks, we have that. This one matches up. Let's see how many this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's only 6 in here. So yeah, that was my bad counting. It should go right to the end for 3 car parking spaces worth 7 blocks in width each. There we go. Awesome. Or length even. Length. Sorted. Alright, we are ready to get some more materials, I think. Okay then, Assassin. So the next materials we will need, we're going to need some mangrove leaves with some iron bars, some azalea leaves, light grey concrete, white terracotta, glass panes, packed mud, quartz bricks, and some gravel. On the very end over here, opposite our flooring company, we're going to come onto the pathway and we'll take our mangrove leaves for this one. We'll go for the second block in for 3. And then behind it, we'll cut into the grass here and build ourselves 5. We'll do 2 blocks up there like so. And then we'll cut behind the 5 to build iron bars, like so. And then another layer of iron bars. Sorry, I couldn't speak. And a 3rd layer of iron bars. And then we'll come back onto the back left for an extra 2 to again build 3 layers of them like so. We'll cut into the space behind, just so that's its own area now. And we'll take ourselves some of these mangrove leaves. Some of these azalea leaves. And we want to go ahead and build a little sort of garden, I guess, with these leaves. Just an overgrown section. 2 here. 1, 2 down on the ground like so. 2 up here. 1 here. I'm going to cut back again, actually. I'm going to go for an extra 2 here. Cut all those 2. Extra 2 here. 3 in this middle. 1, 2, 1, 2. And 1, 2 just back there. And I'll also continue my iron bars for an extra 3 on the end there. Like so. So I have a little garden sort of thing going on the left side of this building. Now I'll take my light grey concrete and I'll go next to the leaves here, starting next to the final leaf at the back, and building forward to my mangrove leaf here, sorry, like so. And we'll do this for 5. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5 lots of those. And then we'll take 4 lots of our quartz bricks on top. 4 like so. And there we are. This is the start of our building, as you can see. Awesome. Now if we take ourselves our light grey concrete again, we're going to run down to the other end over here, so to our alleyway. And it's probably best to build both of our sort of end pieces firstly before building in between, so we can make sure we have enough space. We'll take our gravel for this, and we'll build our gravel in here from the road down this little passageway between the two pathways. And we want to count on the top left one, so here, for 21 blocks going back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And I'm going to go down from this one for 20, and then down once again for 19. And I'm going to go ahead and cut all these out so I can add my gravel in. Just like this. Here we go. I will say it was a rookie mistake building this below ground. That was silly. There we go. Anyways, that's fine. So we've got this in here like so. And then what we're going to do is take our packed mud, and we're going to go into where the grass is here and build kind of a wall that will extend out by our gravel by 1 block on each side. So it's going to be worth 5 in total. It will also come up for 2 blocks higher than the pathway. So if you imagine that all this grass is kind of cut out here, I'm going to cut it out on both sides by an extra block, just so that we have the wall in full view. Oh, let me sort that out. There we go. So like so. So you have yourself a nice alleyway now between what will be 2 buildings. Wonderful. Alright, cool. So now we can start at the bottom of this, and next to where this wall will be, or will be ending, so just here, we'll take ourselves again the 5 lots of light grey concrete. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll build this all the way to the front. So we can use the grass to our advantage here and build all of these 5 up here. Like so. And then we'll do our 4 lots of quartz bricks, but we won't build... Oh no, we will build on the front one. Ignore me. So we'll do 2, and then a 3rd layer, and a 4th layer up top. Like so. Awesome. Now we can go back along the front side. We can take ourselves the light grey concrete powder, light grey concrete, going along until we reach the end of this first parking space. So we're actually going to stop just here, like so. So we can actually use that as a marker. Going along like so. Cut out 2 blocks for a doorway, and then continue with your concrete powder, or concrete, sorry. Getting my words mixed up. There we go, to the other side, like so. Awesome work. Alright, there is going to be quite a lot of glass panes in this section, so definitely be prepped for that. We'll take 2 over here, leave a space, and do another 2. Leave another space, and do another 2. And that will bring us up to, obviously, the door frame. There'll be 4 lots of glass panes here. There'll be 2 stained ones on top of these, and then another 2 glass panes. So I'm going to build up to that section. There we go. To build my 2 extras up top. Then I'll leave a space again, and do another 2. Leave a space, 2, leave a space, 2 to the end. Like so. And each of these lots of 2 will go up to 3 blocks in height. So you can actually just add in an extra 4 to your 2s that you've already done. Here we go. And up here. There we go. Awesome. That is ready to go. Perfect. That actually saved us a little bit of hassle. Now the other building on the opposite side of our alleyway is going to be our bar. So we're going to take ourselves our white terracotta. We'll go past the wall again over here. We'll build this one right the way to the front again over this way, making sure to leave that 1 layer of grass between each side of the buildings. We'll take our packed mud on the ends of the buildings, by the way, just like that, so it looks like an entire secured wall. And then we'll take our white terracotta along here. I believe this goes up to 9 blocks, so we can build 9 blocks besides doing the front one. The front one will go up to only 7 blocks. So I'm just going to quickly count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we'll only do the back 2 rows to 9, like so. There we go. So we leave that at the front there, just for a little bit of extra detail for this building. Now for the front of this building, it is mostly this white terracotta, so as we have it, we may as well use it. We'll leave a gap of 3, and we'll go here for another wall This one extends up to 5 blocks, so 2, 3, 4, 5, and then over to this side. And then we'll do another 1, 2, 3, come back to the middle, drop down here to build another 4 to connect to that 5th one. We'll do another 5 over here. There we go. And then we'll do another 3 before adding in another 5 on the end for our other window area. Now we want to leave a 1 block kind of area for our pillar that runs across the other side of the building. And we'll just add in ourselves 3 blocks here and extend this 3 blocks all the way across to the other side of the building. Now there will be one little bar and grill sign, or a sports bar sort of sign. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out that section just here in the middle, like so. That's for 3 blocks just there. Perfect. If you want to add in our glass panes ready, we can actually just use the grass at the bottom here for 2 lots of 3. Just in here on both sides like so. Yeah, that will save us a little bit of hassle later as well. So for our rental solutions shop, we're going to take ourselves some light grey stained glass panes, some waxed oxidized cut copper, an iron trap door, smooth red sandstone, warped stairs, a warped slab, polished andesite slabs, a brewing stand, and then a polished granite slab as well. Okay then, so over here we can actually fill in the little gaps between our glass panes with our light grey stained glass panes. So just add 3 in here, another 3 in here, another 3 on this end. We'll do 2 over this doorway, 3 in here, 3 here, and then 3 here, like that. Amazing. Then we'll take our waxed oxidized cut copper for an entire row, all the way along all of those windows and such. Then we'll take our iron trap doors in front of what we've just done. So here, kind of on the top, but out from that block, all the way to each end. And then we'll take our smooth red sandstone, and we'll go up on this left side for 1, 2, 3, 4. Up on the right side for also 4. And then along the iron trap doors, running sandstone to each side. Wicked. Now we'll take ourselves another lot of waxed oxidized cut copper for this entire section actually, so we can fill all of this in. Just like this. Perfect stuff. Okay. The next thing we can do is to take ourselves the warped stairs and the warped slabs, and we'll do a warped stair here. Then we'll do ourselves 2 slabs, 1, 2, stair, 2 slabs, stair, and you're seeing a trend here. It's going to go right the way to the other end before ending off on another stair, hopefully. That's the plan. There we go, like so. We'll do ourselves a brewing stand on this first slab just here, I believe. Or is that on the stair? No, I think it's on the first slab. And then we'll do ourselves the second stair. This one. And then we'll do it on the other side as well. So we'll do the first slab and then the second stair. Technically it's the third stair, but I'm doing second after that brewing stand. And then we leave ourselves 2 stairs in the middle, nice and plain like so. Cool, and these are kind of like the spotlights over the shop. We'll take ourselves polished andesite slabs for the top of the roof. And this will go over our warped area and back around to the other side. I'm losing my voice. And we'll do it over this copper as well. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Very nice work. Okay, there's actually going to be a couple of these slabs and such outside of the shop as well, so we may as well add those in whilst we can. We're going to go in line with this second lot of light grey stained glass panes, leave a block on the floor and place 1 slab here. Leave a block to the right and do another one just here, except this one is actually going to be an andesite slab, not a polished. Cool. I'm also going to pick block myself some of these iron bars from over here, as I've noticed we need 2 of these, only 2 of these, to represent what is possibly a fan outside of the shop, maybe on display. So we'll take ourselves another 2 iron bars next to our polished andesite slab, and then we'll do ourselves an iron trap door on the top of that one just there, out from it though. And the idea is we'll get ourselves a lever, which we can also pick block from over here. There we are. We'll place it in front of this trapdoor area. Flip it down and it looks like a fan, and it also looks like it's got a kickstand kind of at the bottom, or a little switch down there. If we take our iron trapdoor back as well, on the second block in on this parking space out front, we can take just a little drain out there, just for a little bit of extra detail, just in front of the shop. Very cool. Alright, there's a few extra things we can grab for that, but we'll get them later. Now around here for this shop, we can take ourselves this polished granite, and we can do this over our roof area up here as well. So we'll take it even over that gap, and then back around this side. And then there's going to be a few of these brewing stands up here as well on this building. There will be one on the third block in. There'll be another 3 blocks away, and on the fourth. And then there'll be another again on the fourth after that one, leaving 2 blocks again in the end. So 3, just like so. Okay then guys, we are going to be taking ourselves some grey carpet next. We want some lightning rods as well, a jungle sign, a doorright wall, black concrete, our first loom of the day, cyan dye, a blue banner, and spruce fences as well. Okay then. Take a breather. We are going to go over here. We're going to take ourselves some of this grey carpet, which looks awesome. It is going to be for a little doormat over here. We'll take one here and one diagonal from that, just outside the shop here. Behind the shop, we're going to take ourselves some black concrete. What we're going to do is we're going to chop out this grass in here for this doorway. We'll build black concrete under the doorway, just like that. Actually, we'll use ourselves the copper, I think, just because I think that'll look a little bit more seamless with the shop and stuff. There we go. And then we'll build one extra block back with our black concrete for our windows here. We're trying to make the windows and this entire area look like it is a shop in use. You know, like when you see shops in video games, like car racing games and stuff, and they're just a shop front. They're just literally incomplete, no interior. It's just like a flat sort of 2D interior. That's what we're trying to represent here. So if we go ahead and close this over, but leave yourself a little pocket you can get in and out of, maybe the front door, like so. So we can drop down here, and we're sort of in between the glass panes and stuff. Cool. We'll take our loom, we'll place it down on the ground, we'll open it up and take ourselves a blue banner in here, and then our cyan our cyan dye goes in here, and we take ourselves this thing called a pally, which is basically just like 4 stripes down our banner, like so. And then we take it back out, and this is going to be for our curtains on the inside of this building. We're going to take them all the way along every single glass pane besides the front door. So you can do even the greys on the sides of the front door, but not on the front door. Make sure to do as many banners as you need to cover this window. So I think it's actually just going to be 2 lots on both sides, and then you leave the glass panes empty in the middle. And then we need to get out of here now. So, oh, there's my little gap. There we go. So now if you look at this from the front, it should look like this. That looks pretty cool. Awesome. Now we'll take ourselves around here in front of our slabs and things. We'll take ourselves lightning rods for 2 back here in between the slabs, and then 2 over here as well. And these are kind of like hoovers. They're representing hoovers. And this one is obviously representing a fan. Cool, so a little bit of tech. We'll take a doorright wall for 3 over here, just next to this alleyway. And there's actually going to be a jungle sign kind of levitating from the second wall up, which will say, I do have what it says on it, I just can't remember. It says no parking. It's on the second line down, by the way. So second line down, no parking in caps. Oops, no paradise. I mean, you can have paradise here if you want, but no parking under no circumstances. And then 6 till 9, and that is going to be PM. So we want that lowercase, just like so. There you go. Looks pretty cool. It looks like a city now, which is good. Awesome. All right. And then finally, with these materials, we'll take our spruce fence. We'll go right to the back. And then behind our wall over here, I'm going to build on top of this grass just to save me some time. I'm going to do myself 12 lots of this just here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you're building on ground level like underneath the ground here, it'll be 13, just in case you need that. But there we go. And then what we'll do is quickly pick block ourselves back some iron bars with some light grey carpet, and just add ourselves a little bit more detail for our telegraph pole, as we've been doing, for those like so. Awesome work. Now, whilst we have the loom still available to us down here, we're going to take ourselves 10 light grey banners here. We also want some orange dye and some light grey dye. We're also going to need ourselves some cyan stained glass panes and some orange stained glass panes. And to use these panes straight away, we'll take them up onto the sign. We'll do one of our orange ones down here, and then 2 cyan to its right. So for a little sort of logo up there. Alright, open your loom. Let's get rid of our glass panes. We'll just move them up a second. We'll spread out our banners, of course, in our inventory, just so that we know what we've made and what we haven't. We'll stick one light grey banner in. We'll take ourselves orange dye in here. We want this line up on the left side, which is a pale dexter. Then we want a diagonal line, which is going to be called an orange bend. And we want ourselves a chief fess just here to make our R. Now again, we'll border all of these afterwards, so border every single one afterwards. We'll take another light grey banner in, and to build an E, we do a chief fess. We do ourselves a pale dexter, I think it is. Yep, pale dexter. We do ourselves this line in the middle, which is a fess, and then we get ourselves a a base fess just here for the E, like so. We want an N next, so we're going to take ourselves a banner in. We'll take ourselves a line up the side, which is the pale dexter. We get ourselves another one of these bends. And then we want ourselves a pale sinister up on the right side. Next, we take ourselves T. We just want ourselves a middle line, which is this lovely stripe in the middle, called a pale. And then a chief fess just at the top there. For an A, it's a similar sort of thing. We start with a chief fess. We'll build ourselves in a fess just in the middle, and then we'll go with a pale dexter for an F, before concluding it with a pale sinister for an A. For an L, we'll take ourselves down the left side for a pale dexter, and then we'll get ourselves a base fess for an L. So we have rental written just there for us. Now to get the rest of the letters ready to make solutions, luckily we have a lot of duplicate letters, so we don't need to make duplicate banners unless we're playing in survival mode. So we've already done the letters that come later, so let's take ourselves an S. We want ourselves a base fess, then we'll go with our bend, and then we'll go with our chief fess. So it looks like a Z or a Z, but that's okay. It's also doubling up as an S for us. We'll start with a chief fess here, then we'll go with a pale dexter, a pale sinister for an N, and then a base fess for an O. Then we've already got the L done. We need a U, so we'll take ourselves a base fess, then a pale dexter, and a pale sinister. Then we have ourselves the T done, of course, so we need ourselves only left an I, which is literally, as we know, just a pale. So let's go ahead and border all of these. Just double checking I haven't missed anything. Don't think so. Right, border all of these with the top left button just up there. We'll put rental in our hotbar, ready to go so we can spell that later. And we'll do the rest of the letters as well, ready for the next bit. Okay, so first things first, after the glass panes, it's going to be immediate with our rental. Like so. Leave one block as a space, and then start with solutions. So S-O, there'll be an L. We need to get our U and our I out of our hotbar. We can actually put away our R though, so just swap the U for the R. Sorry, the R for the U just there. So S-O-L, we need a U just up here. Then a T. There we go. We need an I. We need an O. Where is the O? Here it is. Gosh, I tell you what, these colours are the worst for my colour blindness. I genuinely can't see the difference. And I'm struggling. It's quite funny, but there we go. We've got ourselves rental solutions written there, and we've left 2 blocks on the end as well. Yeah, I'm colourblind and also dyslexic, so that is not helpful. But we sorted it. We got there in the end. That is the main thing. Let's remove our loom, and rental solutions is complete. Epic. Right, that's another building done. 2 for 2. Now on to the final 2 over here. Let's get some more materials and finish up our bar. So materials we've got here, we have got some mud brick wall, we have got some stripped spruce wood, dark oak doors, brown stained glass pane, oh sorry, not the pane this time, the actual whole block. We're also going with some dark oak fences, a lantern, black concrete once again, and then white and black banners too. Okay then, underneath our glass panes we're going to take ourselves stripped spruce wood, 1, 2, 3. Knock out this grass block for these doorways, then do the other 3 the other side of the glass panes. We'll do them above the glass panes and above each doorway. We'll do an entire strip along here, just like so. We'll come into our door frames and we'll add in our brown stained glass block, just beneath the spruce wood. We'll again knock out the blocks behind where our windows are and stuff. And we're going to do the black concrete sort of strat that we've been doing. So I'll come up to this area. We'll build it all the way to here. I'm actually going to block off these doors as well, so that's okay. Just to make them look like they go somewhere, which they don't, of course. We'll build these up. Secure each window and door. Like this, kind of encapsulate it. And then before we close it up, we'll do ourselves a white banner, a black banner, and a white banner on both sides of the windows, like so. And then we'll also take ourselves doors. Oh, we'll do them afterwards actually. So let's just close up this roof, or roof to the glass pane windows. There we go. Looks a bit funky, but it works. And then down here you can either take yourself some stripped spruce wood, or any material really, because we're actually using our doors this way around, the handle that way around, the handle the opposite way around for that one, to cover that little gap there. So we won't see them no matter what you do. So that's all good. So you can do whatever you wish there. Let's take our mud brick wall up here for these 2. And then we need to place ourselves our dark oak fences here and here, with lanterns dangling down from both. Okay, so down this way we're going to take ourselves a dark oak sign. We're also going to need a dark oak button, smooth quartz blocks, a decorated pot, an item frame, mangrove roots, a jungle slab, andesite slabs, and polished andesite slabs as well. And what we're going to do is on the front of our building here, we're going to take ourselves a pot in an item frame actually, weirdly up here on the left. It's going to be upside down like so. And I think that's like an alarm just there. We'll take a dark oak button down here, and over on the middle of the doorway, we'll do ourselves a button between the doors, and a sign up here, which is going to say, I'm going to go with, I think it's 113? Maybe it's 112. 112. We'll go 112, just like so. I tried to stick as realistic as I could, so I think it may be 112. Up here we'll fill in this gap with our smooth quartz, just like so, which we've been desperate to do for this entire time. And the front of the building is actually complete. So we're going to work down the alleyway. We're going to come down here. We're going to come 4 blocks along from the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on 5, we'll take ourselves 2 mangrove roots up for 2. And leave a space of 1 and do another 2 lots, like so. We'll do 3 jungle slabs out the front. And then we'll build blocks with our andesite at the back of that. So that's like a little shed sort of thing just there. Awesome. Beyond this point, we can go right down to the end. And we do need to grab a bunch more materials for this part. But we're going to take ourselves some polished andesite slabs. We're going to count down here from the bottom of the building up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the 7th one, on the lowest point, do 4 slabs. And then on the 6th one, do yourself 4 coming out from those, just like so. And that's going to be an overhang to a doorway at the back of this building. Now to finish up our alleyway just here, we want to take ourselves a spruce trap door, a barrel, a jungle slab, and a spruce slab, as well as a stone brick slab, an iron door, black stained glass panes, nether brick fences, and some cobwebs as well. We're also going to need a lantern, which will pick block from there, and we also want some grass that we can get from over there. So, past this little sort of bin shed, I guess you could say, we'll take a barrel here with a trapdoor on top, and then a spruce slab just here. Diagonally opposite, so just over here, I'm going to do a spruce slab, a barrel, and a spruce slab on top of that one, just like so. I'm also going to do myself a trapdoor down from it, and then again, diagonal from this one, so just over here. I'm going to do myself a jungle slab. That's actually going to be 3 blocks away from this area, by the way. Another jungle slab here. 2 whole blocks of stone brick. 1 slab in the corner, down there, before obviously reaching kind of toward the end there. And then I want to take myself an iron door, which is going to be just up from this one. It's going to be just over here. So I'm going to do 1 iron door. No. I don't know what that sound was, but 1 iron door just here. And then we can go diagonally up from this, and then kind of do our window. Our window will just be here for these 2. Like that. It's okay, it's quite close to this one. That's actually on purpose. We'll do ourselves the nether brick stairs coming out just above the doorway. And obviously we'll take our lantern, just dangling down from that end one. We'll take ourselves cobwebs. They are going to lead from this little shed thing. So just here for 2. Up for 1, and along this way, just going to the end there, like so. So they look like they go somewhere kind of important, but they obviously don't. And then what we'll do finally is take our grass, just from over here, and we'll just scatter this along our grass. Just like so. And there you have it. That is 1 alleyway, nice and completed. Alright, we can move on to this area over here now, a much needed section. Okay then, now we have of course the sewer and water kind of treatment building, which is obviously very important for the Hawkins infrastructure. We're going to take ourselves brick block, brick stairs, a quartz pillar, smooth quartz stairs, smooth quartz blocks, smooth quartz slabs, an iron trap door, purpose stairs, and finally a purpose slab as well. And what we're going to do with these materials is we will go down on the left side. We want to take ourselves into the grass down here for about 4 stairs like so. Then we'll do 2 blocks of brick over here. Leave a space of 2, that's too high. And then do a cluster of 4 of these. Down here I'm going to cut this one out and place myself a smooth quartz slab here. And go behind this and place myself a whole block with a brick stair on top. Then I'll do brick blocks in here for 3. I'll do another 3 just here. Over here I'm going to take myself, actually I'm going to cut out this for 2. And cut out these 2 for 2. So it's like a little cut into my building, and that's where the kind of front door is for this area. Over here, backtracking, I'm going to take my brick stairs across the top of what will be a window, and over the top of this little overhang I've just made, or this little cutout. Just like this. Perfect. Then I'm going to take myself brick block over here, for this one, up to the stairs, which is 4 blocks in height. Then build a layer over that section just like so. Then my next layer over, I'm going to exceed it by 1 block on the right side. I'm going to leave a space of 1 and do another brick block here, and leave a space of 1 and do another brick block here, removing that one down there. Awesome. Let's go back on ourselves just over here for another layer, and then we want to do ourselves another layer of our brick stairs just here. I'm going to do myself another layer of brick block, and then another layer of brick block just in line with those granite slabs just there. I also believe there's only going to be 1 more of these brewing stands, so we may as well just get that now. And this brewing stand will be just in line with this area, I believe. So we go here, we just go to the top, and there we go. Just like so. Cool, yeah, that looks good. Alright, now over this way, we can take our quartz block, that is, our smooth quartz block. Down the ground, we will build ourselves 1 block. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then before we reach our lovely slab staircase, we'll take our pillar for 1, sorry, that's going upwards, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like so. We want to get ourselves some bricks down here. A smooth quartz block here and here, leaving a gap of 3. We'll do another brick block here. So that means we need to do another smooth quartz block here and here. We're actually going to do ourselves the purpur between. So we'll take ourselves brick block for 3 in there. And then we'll do our purpur stairs here, out. And our purpur slabs beneath those stairs. Just like that. We'll backtrack going up from the purpur stairs for 3 smooth quartz blocks. And we'll take our smooth quartz blocks behind these for 3. Upwards, so they're in a row of 3. And beyond for another row of 3. So we have 2 layers of 3, basically back and above. On the top one, we'll build forward from this with smooth quartz stairs just upside down there. Then I'll take my smooth quartz block here for 3. And over here on another brick block for 3. In the middle of these, I'm going to take myself an upside down smooth quartz stair. And each of these will have an iron trapdoor on top of them like so. I'll take another 3 brick block on top of my stairs just like so. And I'll follow this brick block along and over this quartz just here. Then I'll backtrack and do another 3 in the center of my brick block. And then do a smooth quartz block for 2, 1 on each side. We'll do another layer of brick on top for this 5. And we'll actually take slabs in line with the lowest point of that block and overhanging the building just like so. I'm also going to do them up top here for these 5. And that concludes the height of this part of the building. Now as we venture around the corner, we of course need to extend this pillar up. And what we're going to do with this pillar is start with an upside down stair here. Oops. There we go, if I could get it in the right position. And then a normal stair on top of that one. And then we'll take ourselves the smooth quartz block upwards for 3. Just like so. We'll do a slab on top of this one. We'll do a slab coming out on the right side of that one. And an upside down stair beneath it, facing out towards our furniture store, just that way. Like so. And you can kind of see the direction this building is going to go now, which is very helpful. In line with this stair down here, we'll take a purpur stair. Is it a purpur stair? No, it's not. It's going to be a whole slab just in here. So a slab on top there, basically, in line with the stair. And then a whole block beneath. Then a whole block again. With a slab beneath that one. So it's going to be 2 blocks with slabs on each end, basically. So it's like that. A little bit complicated. What I'm also going to do is do myself a stair coming down from that first block, just here out the side. And then I think I need to flip my picture to be able to see what's going on here. But I think it's an upside down stair just there. Like that way around. And then what we do is when we turn the corner, we'll do another one. I'm going to build a block here and do another stair facing that way. So this is facing toward the cinema. I'll do another stair on top of that one, facing that way. And then I'll do a block in here and another block in here. And I'm going to change this slab to a stair just there. That means behind here we can do what we did on the other side, which is of course 2 whole blocks behind the stairs and a stair up here and then a slab beneath just there. And that means we can do a slab back in there as well. Very strange little thing, but adds a cool little effect to the doorway. We'll also take ourselves a quartz layer for 3, just in here, and here, and here. I believe it goes there. Let's only do the 2 for now, and then we can build these ones down as well. So I'll leave a gap of 2, ready for our doorway. Cool. Up top in here, we can extend it beyond. We can go next to where we did the stair. So an extra 3 blocks on top. We'll do a slab here, and we'll do another stair going backwards, backwards that way. We'll do a slab on top of this one as well, and a slab on top of the middle one, like that. So it's become a slab block, basically. Now over this way, behind this first slab, we'll do ourselves a quartz block. Then we'll do a brick block, and a brick block, and behind the brick block, a quartz block, like that. So similar to what we did on the other side. That means we must end up doing another slab back there as well. Let's continue with slabs going around. Let's do 2 more slabs here. 1 more slab here. And 2 more slabs coming back this way. Then we can take our brick block for 2. And then 2 back this way as well. And continue it with the slabs on top of those as well. Just like so. Then once we spin the corner, it gets a little bit more easier for us, which is very, very helpful. All we need to continue doing is adding in our slab effect and stuff. So we'll take ourselves a whole block here. We'll take a whole block of brick up here. And then our final slab on top. And then down next to this one, we can extend slabs going this way until they reach the end of the street, which is where our nether brick fence lines up to. Just there. And now what we'll do is we'll take ourselves quartz down the side of the building here for those 3, like so. We need to do another one of these pillars, so we'll do a normal stair, upside down stair. Then we do our actual quartz pillar down to the very ground, and then we'll do our little sort of interconnected quartz and brick block thing, which is going to be spaced from the top down. We have this one already, so brick block goes in here, quartz, brick block, quartz, brick block, quartz, brick block, quartz, brick block, quartz to the bottom. Perfect, same as the other side. And finally, it's all brick block along here with windows between, so it's actually really easy now. So what we need to do here is add in 2 blocks. I'm actually going to do the entire row. This is all normal, besides 1 doorway. So that's just an entire row there, like so. So we do these 2 blocks here. We leave 1 block here for a window and do another 2. 1 block here for a window and do another 2. And this 2 actually comes out into the pathway, so we'll do those 2 there. And up to the same height. 1 block here, left for a window, and 2 blocks here. This is our doorway just here, so we'll knock that block through. 1 block here, 1 window here, so we'll do final 2 here. And this is actually taking me 3 blocks to the end of my street here. Perfect, I think that's correct, let me just double check. Yeah, that is awesome. Alright, good. Yeah, I feel like I made a mistake, but I don't think I have. Just getting myself worked up. There we go. Alright, cool. So let's go over this way. Each window, by the way, on this side of the wall is going to be 3 blocks in height. So we need to do this one 3 blocks, which is here. So 1, 2, 3. On the 4th one, we do a quartz block. And we'll do a quartz block over that other window as well. And again over this one. Just there. And then again, there's going to be... this one's actually a 2 block. So we'll just add in the quartz over the 2 blocks. That will be in there. So let's add our brick around each of these areas. This one extend up out into the pathway as well. Like so. Over here, we'll connect this over now. We'll make sure to leave a 3 block gap where this doorway is, as we add in another purpose stair just above it. So we'll do that in line with our quartz over here. Nice one. There'll be a glass pane beneath, and then there'll be the doorway down below. Now up this way, let's add in ourselves the bricks going all the way to the slabs now. That's our stopping position. We have like a finish line to get to. So we need to keep going until we reach it, which is here. And then we want this little sort of chimney looking thing to come just 1 block beneath the top, just there. Just like so. Alright guys, let's take some white stained glass panes, some glass panes, some black concrete, some white stained glass, a spruce door, a crimson trapdoor, a dark prismarine slab, waxed oxidized copper trapdoors, and spruce planks. And what we're going to do is we'll start around the corner. We will start down at the very first glass pane window. We'll do a whole block of white stained glass here, and our spruce door here. Don't worry about the grass block underneath, you're not going to see it, so if you're really worried about it, you can just change it to one of these coppers, but if not, don't worry about it. Then over here we'll do ourselves 2 glass panes. Oops. and then a white stained glass pane up top. And we'll do the same for these other two. Just like so. And then we'll take ourselves a crimson trapdoor up top here. There's going to be one block from the top, so here. Space of 2, another one, space of 2, another one, so that's now 3. We're going to leave ourselves this gap here. Over this way we'll leave 2 blocks as well, and we'll do another one just there, before leaving a gap of, 2, and doing another one just there. Except what I'm going to do here is leave a gap of 1 from this side of the chimney. Oops. So there we go, like so. And over this way, I'll make sure that I move these up for what I've just done, basically. Just like so. Yeah, that looks much better. Alright, cool. Now then, down at the ground, there is going to be a bench around the side. It is going to be dark prismarine. It's going to be 1 block away from the chimney area. So it'll be 3 lots. And then it will be waxed oxidized copper trapdoors, which is the first time we're using these in a tutorial. Folded on both sides, like so. And we'll also pick block ourselves a cauldron from the other side of the street and place it just a space away from the bench, just there. We'll take our spruce planks in here into the doorway for those 2. And we'll take ourselves our spruce door back, which we can then place just in the door frame sort of positions here and here for us just there. Awesome, that looks really good. We'll do normal glass panes on this side for 6 in total, like so. And you can also take yourself 2 down in there, and then over this way where we have ourselves a bit of a wall missing, you want to take your brick block again, enclose this area, so give it a little roof and stuff. And then what we need at the back here, where we have this little gap, is we're going to need ourselves some of these quartz bricks, which only appear in this little tiny area, which is a bit of a nuisance for us. But they go here, and there's 1 block over this doorway, and the doorway is actually a warped door. So we'll grab that one too, and then we'll pick block ourselves the waxed oxidized cut copper again, just for here, and then do the door there. I'm going to do it that way around if I can. Yeah, that looks cool. And then do that just there. I'm also going to place myself an end rod just above the door, so it looks like a little light, like a little porch light as you come into this section. Very minor detail, so it's not important to add it in, but I just like to add as many details as I can. So there we go, that looks pretty cool. Just like so. Awesome. Alright, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else we need to use these materials for. The black concrete, of course. If you want to go ahead and box up all these windows once again, then be my guest. It definitely adds a lot more depth to these tutorial builds. Do the back of the door as well, just in case anyone gets a bit curious. There we are. There you go. Just to keep the illusion going, if you're trying to build like a role-playing world, then it'll definitely help you out. To keep all of these nice and secure. So it looks like it doesn't really go anywhere, but it's just really, really detailed from the outside. And you're only really needing to use interior for the major Stranger Things places like the cinema, Melvold's General, and of course the public library. So there we go. That is that done. And there we go. That looks pretty awesome. Okay, final things to do. We've got this street to do, and then we've got our cabling to do and stuff like that. So just a few extra detail parts now. So let's get on with it. Let's go for it. Well, Assassins, we are almost there. I just want to check in with you all, make sure you're okay. I know this is a very, very long tutorial, but trust me, you're doing an awesome job, and we are almost there. I promise. We're going to need ourselves a golden chestplate, a golden helmet, a block of redstone, and a piston just to get the armor stand under the floor. An armor stand, of course, a birch log, and some oak leaves. We're also going to want some warped signs, and our American flag banner. Now, if you haven't built this with me already, from previous Stranger Things tutorials, it is built like this. We need a red pally, a blue Chief Dexter Canton, and of course on a white banner as well. So there you go. If you want to pause the video here just to get that sort of ingredients list, I'm going to say, then feel free. But there we go. That's the instructions for it just there. So for our fire hydrant to get started, we want it to be obviously in here. That is between our azalea leaf and our azalea. So we're going to place our armor stand in here. going to be facing backwards toward the end of the street, and then we're going to close up the shoulders so it's kind of like robotic or stood like a soldier. We're going to go ahead and place our armor on the armor stand like so, and then we want a grass block to be underneath where the slab is. It should just be a dirt block at the moment, but if we go ahead and we can leave it a dirt block, actually, I guess it'll probably grow. So if we take ourselves a block of redstone back here, and then a piston here, it'll push the grass block into the armor stand, and it will kind of be in between the street and this grassed area, which is perfect for us. So remove the piston, remove the redstone block, and fill in the road again. That is in the right position. So we'll take our birch log up for 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks for our tree. And then I'm going to do something a little bit funky. I'm going to go out the side for 1, up diagonal to the left for 1, and up again for 1 over here. I might just do another one there actually, like so. Over this way I'm going to do 1 here, and then 2 up this way. And then out the back I'm going to do a diagonal, just here, going up for maybe 3 blocks, like so. And once again I'm going to fill this with very, very minimum amount of leaves. So literally just to cover the logs where I need it to cover. Nothing fancy in the slightest. If you touch the building, that's okay. Just adds to the look of it a bit more. There you go, we have a chunky tree, and it definitely helps with this this look, 100%. For the warped signs, we will do 2 of these, and we'll place them on the building, over here. We'll go up from the cauldron and place the first one here. That's off diagonally to the left, by the way. On it, we'll put board, meeting, entrance. Super simple. And I want this to be on all 3 lines, so I'm going to try my best to get that there. It's probably not going to go the way I want it to be, but we'll try. That's pretty good. Move this one back maybe just to there, and that'll do. And then up top we want main business entrance. There you go. So if you've got your business, this is where the entrance is. Hopefully it's not the type of business we're thinking about, with it being a sewage works and all. But I mean, it could be, couldn't it? But there we go. Awesome. Main business entrance and board entrance for the meeting. So there we go. And for the American flags, we'll do 1 on each side. We'll do it here, in line with a purpose slab, on both sides like so, on that pillar. Looking pretty cool. Alright, let's get more materials. Okay then guys, for the final materials, we will need some white stained glass. We're going to need a white candle. We're going to need flowering azalea leaves, an item frame, a totem of undying, a flower pot, an oak sapling, a nether brick wall, and of course some chains. Alright, how crazy is this part going to be? We need chains and a totem of undying. Ugh, okay. It's fine, it'll be fine. Trust me. We'll take another brick wall down here beneath our sort of crosswalk sign. On top we'll do a white stained glass pane. A white stained glass block. And then we'll do ourselves 4 candles on the very top like so. We'll do an item frame out the little side of it, and a totem of undying here to symbolise the little green man as you walk across this road. Over on this one, by the way, I was supposed to add in myself a couple flowers as well. If you wanted to do that, you can. I don't know if I left that on purpose. Probably I did, because I have the other side done as well. But if you wanted to do that for a little extra, just pick me up for the area, then feel free. Alright, and now over here, on the back slabs, we'll do ourselves flower pots, and then oak saplings in the flower pots like so. Cool beans. Now finally, we need to find out where our chains go. It's of course going to be on this one, and this one. So we need to get some dimensions for those. So now with the chain dimensions equipped, I've also grabbed myself some iron bars and light grey carpet, of course, in addition to my chains. So over here, we're starting on this telegraph pole. We're going to go to the very top, of course, and add in ourselves iron bars off each side with our light grey carpet on top. Now I'm going to drop down this one, maybe 3 blocks from the very top, and add in myself a bunch of chains. I'm not going to use any dimensions for this. I'm just going to use a rough idea. Basically, I want my chains to go this way and be in front of this building over here. Now, obviously, as a wire kind of extends across a very, very long area between posts, it is going to sag, because obviously if there's not enough tension, or it's a very sort of agile, basically piece of string, then it's gonna have some flexibility to it. So we're trying to build that in Minecraft, which is very, very tricky, but we need to make sure we get that sort of in with a little bit of a gradient kind of going down like so. And then, as you can imagine, we get over the alleyway, or roughly, the tension starts to build back up as you're getting to the other post. So you can imagine the post that we're trying to get to is just out of shot of our flooring building over here on the right side. So we build it just up this way. You can build it up another one if you want, just to take us to the end of there like so, just to keep everything in the same position. You can see that's kind of sagging in the middle. That's perfect, because you can imagine, like I said, the post is probably just beyond this building, just there. And yeah, it just looks really cool. Alright, that's one done. Now we need 2 cables to run to that one over there. Now it's best to bring them kind of along from this part first. So again, not really counting, but making sure they kind of go adjacent to each other still. I'm going to go diagonals with this. And then this one, I'm going to do the same. Now this one, we'll have to change a little bit of height with it, but that's okay. That will come into our little sag that I'm talking about, which sounds really strange. I realise that now. But yeah, we can sort of adapt to that in a minute. So I'll do this, making sure there's always a block apart with these cables as we're moving them along. Build this one down here. I will say, when I was streaming this and doing a behind the build of this part of the tutorial, it was the most kind of tricky part, I would say. It's very fiddly, because obviously they're like glass panes for the fact they have a very, very small build radius, so it's hard to place them down properly. So there you go, they're on the same position now, so we might be able to sag them in the middle a little bit just by going down. Like that, yeah, that's good. That's pretty good. So that stretches across the road. Looks pretty good. And then we'll make these cables go all the way back on themselves this way. Now these ones are going to start to sag quite a lot as they get further down this building. Now there's actually going to be 4 cables coming from this one going this way. So of course we've only extended 2, but we're going to go a little bit further than that and add in an extra 2 after it. So you can imagine it's carrying a few more cables from maybe the center of the square to the outer parts of town. Pardon me. Should never drink Pepsi before filming tutorials. It's a recipe for disaster. Right, there we go. And then down here, just doing a couple extras. So I'm just going to build these this way. Watch out for the overhang from the top ones. There we go. So that's pretty cool. That looks good. And then this one over here is going to connect. Where does this one connect to? Just across the street. So we do some out of the side of this one. So I might just do kind of one maybe coming down from this one. And kind of around the pole. I mean, you can do them connected like that, but it can look a little bit like too busy, I think. It's up to you. It kind of looks cool as well. I'm going to do them across the street. Yep, that's pretty good. And then, yeah, what we need to do on this one is still add in our 3. Remember we had the 3 coming off of this from the cobwebs? We're going to add the 3 up top as well, coming back this way. But all of these can go in the same direction, and exactly the same thing can happen to each one. So that's actually a little bit helpful for us. Like that. And then basically look at this, see if you're happy with it, and then go with that. If you're happy, then we can call it a day. If you're not, then definitely just revert back to things and just redo a little bit of cabling, I guess. Oh yeah, and finally, almost forgot about this one. This one's quite an important one because we do actually see it down the alleyway. So if we extend these out by about 4 each, or 5, 4 on the 4 sides, and then drop it down by 1 for 1, 2, 3, 4 again, and then again for 1, and again for 1, so we're literally in line with the building now. This one is quite a lazy one because what we're doing, so if I show you once we've done these. So again, we'll do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. I think that's good enough. Yeah, what we're doing with this one is it's an illusion. So when you're down here, you think, oh wow, cable's up there. But of course they don't actually go to anywhere. It's just literally kind of going down on both sides like that. But it makes you sort of think, oh cool, it's obviously going like behind the buildings and connecting to the power maybe from this line over here, but nope. It's just an illusion. Well, there we go, Assassins. I think that is it. Awesome work. Well, that is it for the final episode of my Hawkins Square mini-series. Well, I said mini-series to begin with, but it did turn out to be an entire series. It was a very, very long one, with about half the parts of Starcourt Mall, but definitely not half the time. It definitely took a long, long time. So I just want to say a huge congratulations to you guys for finishing off this build. I really appreciate it. Like, thank you so much for building along with me. Honestly, the motivation you guys give me from your support on my videos, especially with your comments. I couldn't even talk then, that's how much excitement I got. No, but especially with your comments, it's really, really nice to hear how you're using these tutorials. Maybe that's to build your own Hawkins in your own worlds, or for your own role plays, or just for like a friend and you guys are like big fans of Stranger Things. That is awesome. That is really, really cool, and it's awesome to hear about. So thank you very much. If you've enjoyed this final video, please be sure to drop a like on it, guys. That would be awesome. I've said awesome too much. It's sounding weird now. That would be epic, even. And if you're interested in staying tuned for future Stranger Things tutorials, you can of course consider subscribing today and joining for free. Yeah, I have so many more on the way. Honestly, I never stop building Stranger Things stuff. There's so much to build, and I'm a huge, huge fan of the show. So it's definitely going to be one of those recurring things for me. But yeah, we will actually come back to this square eventually, because I'd love to connect it up to my other like creations and stuff. But at the moment, this is where we conclude and part ways with the square. But that's good. That's very, very good, because it's been very hard. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Definitely follow me up on social medias, and I will see you very shortly for another Wheelassassin guide. Goodbye for now.